Hi, my name is Blake. I'm the resident manager here at Givens Estate of our pottery studio. We're really excited. We just finished up some renovations. We were given a grant by a local resident that allowed us to come in and overhaul the studio. So we're going to walk through and talk about it. We've had everything from newly painted walls that have lightened it up to all kinds of new shelves, new lighting. We're not finished yet. Next on the list will be some new chairs, but as we go through, new cabinets, countertops, we've got shelves with a lot of our tools all now are able to be put away. We can display all the different molds if people want to make plates. We got an assortment of bowls and stuff up here that we've got. We can make molds at any given time for folks if they ask for them. We're in the process of getting some decorative items put up top. Sinks for where we clean up when we're doing clay. We've got, buckets in here to put our catch of the clay material so it doesn't go down the drain and clog them up. As we go along here, you'll see lots of things. We've got a small library if people want ideas, banding wheels for working on. We have everything, put away. We've got rags, we've got wood rollers, we've got all the tools anybody could want. Rolling pins with decorative texture or decorative items on them for folks to use. We have a wedging table for softening up the clay, slab roller for making slabs over here for people that are hand building. For people that throw on the wheel, right now there's two of us. I throw standing up, the other person throws sitting down, so we've got wheels. The things we need for working on the wheels are up here along the wall. And this has been really nice having all these new shelves to put things. I routinely will process the scraps of clay that are left over. Don't have to look over there, but these are molds I can put it in for drying out our repurposed clay because we recycle everything. Nothing gets thrown away, nothing gets thrown down the sink or out in the trash. We can reuse all that. So as we move into the next room, this is where we have our kilns. We have two kilns right now. We have a full-size production kiln. They're both scuts. They're both vented, so everything is safe. We can work in here while the kilns are running. We've got a large one, we've got a small one. I'll pop the lid on the small one. It gives us a lot of flexibility in the firing. If we have a large load, this one will hold almost 3 times the little one, but I don't have to wait a lot. I'm firing a kiln pretty much every week. One or the other of these two is getting fired. We have a place over behind here. This is where people have their work in progress. So if they've got something they're not done with, it goes here. When it's done and it's drying out and it's being ready to be fired for the first time. So as an example, bowls are sitting over here waiting to finish drying out before they get fired. Once they've been fired once, they're ready to be glazed. They come over here. We have a whole area for that. After they've been glazed and they're ready to go back in the kiln, they come back over here. This is some stuff that came out of the kiln this morning. People just have to come pick it up within the next day or so, and then we'll start refilling it. All the furniture, the shelves, the posts, everything that we need for the kilns are all over here. I fire the kilns as a resident. I will load them, I'll fire them, I'll unload them. That is my responsibility. I do that for everybody. And I do all of this, so constantly keeping up with it. We were real lucky about 6-8 months ago. We now have our entire glaze area is this whole room. So whether it's underglazes, commercial bottled glazes, we have buckets down low that you can dip or pour into. We have a separate sink over here. Again, I ask everybody when they clean their brushes, I take all of this, I dry it out, I fire it, and then it can be safely thrown away because all the heavy metals that are in the glazes would be groundwater contaminants. But I capture that and then I fire it into an inert block of glaze and then we can throw it away. We've also been working to buy as many glazes by the gallon. It's about a 40% savings. It's almost half the price of buying bottles. So we've been working to get as many of the glazes in gallons as we can. But we've probably got 100 different colors here for the residents to use. We collectively work together to keep this stocked. One of the things that, and I'll talk about this as we move around, that we as a pottery studio are proud of is that we work with the local food banks through a program called Empty Bowls. We work with Haywood Pathway Center in Haywood County. We work with Beacon of Hope up in Madison County, St. John in the Wilderness Episcopal Church in Henderson County, and then Manna Food Bank here in Buncombe County. They hold fundraising events. It's to remind folks that there are people with empty bowls. These fundraisers provide a huge amount of the money they need each year. That requires potters to make the bowls. So I've set out some of our bowls over here. We will donate this year over 300 bowls to the local food banks as part of their fundraising. And this is just a small selection of what we've got on hand right now. But we'll be donating over 300 bowls to help them raise the money they need to buy the food they need. Over here, this is where residents that are working in the studio can have their clay, their personal items. It looks like it's a mess, it is, but this is where all those things are kept. So if a resident says they want to come here and work, they get assigned a piece of space. We have a few open right now. They can keep their stuff in a plastic bucket, their clay behind it. We also have some additional stuff over here on, whether we need banding wheels or more rags and things. But this is where a lot of the storage for folks come. I've got a lot up here for what we're doing with empty bowls. This is where we keep our empty bowl clay as well. And then we've got more bowls that are being boxed up to go out. In addition to that, we've been making coffee mugs. And these are going out as staff appreciation. We're just literally going department by department and giving them coffee mugs just as a way of us saying thank you for all you do. We've done it for grounds and maintenance, the physical therapists, we've done it for security, we've done it for marketing, and we're in the process of just working through that. It's just saying thank you to everybody that makes our lives here so much better. And so it's just another thing that we do. So if you're thinking about coming here and you do pottery, we'd love to have you. If you're thinking of coming here and you don't do pottery, I didn't do pottery 3 years ago. Everything I do has been learned here. So we're always welcoming. We have classes offered all the time. We have a potter who is normally an instructor over at Odyssey Clay Works. Trish Cutler, she comes in and she teaches our classes, and they're all focused at the beginner level to get people started, get them going, and then hopefully they'll keep doing it once they're here. It's a great thing for you, whether it's a physical or mental or social. It's a great thing to get involved in the arts here. So I hope that helps you understand what we have here for a pottery studio. Thank you.